going on, everyone? Pablo from Style Systems over here. This is going to be a short video talking about something that a documentary that I just watched yesterday, and it literally inspired me on making this video, and I want to put it out there for eternity. Which talks about, where do you belong to, man? Where the fuck do you belong to? Where do you belong to, man? Where are you from? Where do you fit in, right? Where do you fit in? This whole idea of fitting in, man, oh man. For some reason, we as human beings, we're always trying to fit in. Now, I'm not sure if it's necessary or something necessary, or if it's a natural need of the human being. But what I do know is that 99% of the population are always looking to fit in. They're always trying to see where their whole ideas, their whole experience of life, their whole likes, what they like, what they don't like, where do they fit in? And they try to find people that have similar values, have similar likes, so that then together can validate themselves and they don't go crazy. For some reason this happens, right, with a lot of people. 99.9% of the population works like that. Maybe just 99, I don't know, 0.9, but let me tell you a little bit of my story. When I was growing up, I never wanted to fit in. Maybe this sounds very cliche, maybe not, maybe you resonate with this, maybe not. I never looked nor wanted to fit in. I was always in between. I was never the loser, however, I was never the popular. I was always on my own, doing my own shit. And I could navigate through all of the different circles. When I was a little kid, young style systems, in school, trying to play, and but always when I stayed for a long period of time, just one circle, I get pissed, and I was like, well, I couldn't understand their insanity. So I enjoyed being alone. Now moving forward in today, I'm 29 years old. It's the same fucking shit. I enjoy being alone so fucking much. And then bring it, the thing that I wanted to share with you guys is this documentary that I watched on Netflix, and it was it reminded me of some of the friends that I have, some of the students that I've helped, and it reminds me of some of the things that I've seen on the seduction industry that I've worked with. This idea of fitting in, man, like feeling alone because nobody gets you, or because blending in, just maybe inside of yourself you don't want to listen to another human being, maybe you don't want to listen to this music, maybe you don't want to do something, but this urge of fitting in makes you, in quotes, do something that maybe you don't want to do. How many of us have experienced that, or how many of you have experienced that, and how many of you do know somebody that is doing that? Maybe that person, maybe you, maybe someone, maybe your friend, maybe your parents, they don't want to go to their job because they don't feel like they don't feel it inside of themselves. It's not their passion, it's not that. Maybe they don't want to go with these friends, but this fucking idea of blending in is like fucking chains. They are chaining you into something so, what's the word that I'm trying to looking for, guys? Stupid, something so superficial, something so that it's not allowing you to experience life and existence in its full, I don't know, full. It's not allowing you to experience life at its best. So it got me thinking, why do you want to why do you want to fit in? Why do you want to fit in? Why do you need or want to belong into a place, or into a group, in a specific group of people, or into a country? Why do you want that? Have you ever thought about it? Really thought about it? Or are you just doing it because you don't want out of a necessity, out of some neediness? Because you know that if you don't do it, you're gonna be alone, right? If you don't fit into a specific group, you're gonna be alone, right? Nobody's gonna ever want to talk to you. if you don't dress in a specific code, then the world is going to simply reject you. If you pay attention to this video, maybe you don't like me, but pay attention. You should already know about this. There are some forces out there that are trying to manipulate you, and they're, with the way that they are manipulating you, like the top at the top, is by scaring you, by dividing. And the moment you are afraid of something, you are giving your power to that idea, to that person, to that entity, to that something that you're scared of. So when you are afraid of being alone, or if you are afraid of standing out, you are fucking yourself up. You are literally, nobody needs to come and put the chains around you. You are doing it on yourself, but you are doing it on your own. And that is what's so fucking funny. That, you know, we know that maybe there are some people that don't want us to express ourselves and, you know, to be the best version of ourselves. But the funny part is that nobody is actually making you do shit. Is you're doing it on your own because of this programming of society, of, I don't know, man. I'm sounding too like a conspiracy theory, but you probably know already about this. My suggestion to you would be, don't be afraid of this idea of being alone. When was the last time that anybody that actually made a change or made a positive impact on the earth was trying to blend in? When was the last time that an important character in history, in the history of humankind or in the earth, was actually, he did something just by blending in, by not trying to be alone or by thinking inside of the box, you know? That person could not think outside of the box. He was just trying to make a living, which I hate that term. He was just trying to make a living. And for some reason, he was a genius and he stood out, right? Come on, guys. That never happened. Every important character that has lived on this earth, on this beautiful earth, has stood out in some way, shape, or form. Has thought outside of the box. And of course, with that comes a lot of criticism. A lot of criticism. So this idea, they make you be afraid of that. That the moment you start thinking on your own, the moment you start expressing your inner thoughts, expressing your true self, the moment you start not following trends, the moment you stop looking at them and trying to fit in, trying to belong to something, the moment you start belonging to yourself, the moment you start looking outside of yourself, you start looking inside of yourself, you start looking from within. They have told you that you're going to be alone, that you're going to suffer, that people are going to reject you. They're actually going to, you know, not only verbally and mentally, but they are actually going to do something negative to you. Maybe they will hit you, maybe they will fucking kill you even, because you are so different that you're going to be the black sheep and nobody's ever going to want to be with you. Nobody's ever going to be one around you. You know, you're going to be completely alone. And they make you believe that being alone is something negative, that is something bad. Why do you want to belong with someone that you maybe don't belong to? Is this idea of being alone so terrific? You know, I'd rather be alone, talking to myself like a goddamn maniac, than trying to blend in and fitting in with a fucking society that is actually fucking crazy, that is full of shit, that is lying to me and to you and to themselves. Why would I want to be a part of that? Why would I want to be a part of a fucking religion? Those are the most flying pieces of shit. Why would I ever try to become part of some sort of religion or movement? I don't need to be a part of nothing, because you know why? I am part of all. I am part of fucking everything. Whether you admit it or not, I don't need you guys, or anybody for that matter, to come and say to me, you know what, Pablo, you're right. You are part of everything. God damn, God bless you. I don't need, if I know, okay, if I know that I am truly part of everything, then why the fuck would I need the validation of someone outside of myself? Right? But you see, that's how they trap you. That's how they trap a lot of people. Making you believe that you need the validation of someone outside of you. Making you believe that you need somebody else to come and say, you know what, you're right. And the moment that two people are together and they are in an agreement with certain beliefs, with certain values, then it becomes more strong, right? Why? Why is that? Is it like you on your own are not strong enough? You by yourself are not worthy enough? Your own beliefs are not worthy enough, are not good enough, right? You need somebody else's. Guys, just look at fucking history. The people that have changed the world or had some sort of improvement, they added something into this world. They were the fucking black sheep. They didn't settle for what's out there. They couldn't fucking blend in because they were like, no, fuck no. I have my own beliefs and I will stand by them. Now, I think that we're lacking right now more than ever is fucking authenticity. Because now more than ever we have a lot of information. We have a lot of people doing exactly what I'm doing. Making videos, expressing themselves and shit like that. But I don't see authenticity. I just see regurgitated, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that good or not, regurgitated information. It's like the same shit over and over and over again. I don't see truthness, like being in touch with truth, speaking their own truth. What the fuck you're all about? And come from that. And from that truth, from your essence, now speak. When I see that, I see very few people doing that. And when I see that, I applaud them. I help them in any way that I can. I want to be around them. Because this need of blending in is what is fucking you in all aspects of your life. Whether it's in business, relationships, success, money, in everything. Branding, in brands. It's this idea of that you need to please others. You need to blend in. You need the approval of others. Because that's how you're going to get validation. And the more you get surrounded by people that believe the same thing that you do, the more powerful you will become. You don't need that, all right? And the less you are attached to that, actually what happens is that you become more powerful. And what happens is that more people want to be around you now. When you say, go fuck yourself, each and every one of you, I don't need you motherfuckers. I'm going to follow my own path. At first, they're going to be like, yeah, whatever, fuck you, you're a piece of shit. So do you and all these other fucking teenagers, like you're a piece of shit, fuck you. You're going to know, sooner or later, Pablo, you're going to know that you're full of shit and whatever it is that you're doing is just a joke. You keep doing your thing, you keep doing it, you keep doing your shit. You don't pay attention to the naysayers, you don't pay attention to no one outside of yourself but you're inside. And all of a sudden, the script flips. All of a sudden now you're surrounded by fans and by people and by haters also. People like saying now they're paying attention to you. Oh man. Do you think that all of the things that we are experiencing right now, do you think that they invented and they created all of this by trying to belong to something, by trying to fit in, by trying to, I don't know, I could think there's many different fucking examples out there in the world. Let's think about, I don't know. Let's think about the airplane, right? Let's think about the airplane. When these motherfuckers, they were, the brothers, I don't remember their name, but they were trying to make the man fly. Do you think that they were trying to fit in? Do you think that they were trying to do that because they were trying to belong to something, to a movement, or to a society, to something? They were doing their own shit. Because they believed in something. They believed in whatever it is that they had inside. And they were on a mission. They were not moved by society. They were not moved by, making money. They were not moved by all of this nonsense. They were moved by something higher. Now, I don't know what that is. It's different for each and every one of us. But with that, of course, they changed the world. They changed it. Now you and I can fly around. Now you and me can fly anywhere in the fucking world. And somebody started that. And the person that starts that, he's going to suffer, but it's not about, they make you believe that you're going to suffer. And maybe if you are truly on a mission, or if you truly believe, if you truly look within, you will see that you will not suffer. It's just a fucking, it's a part of, it's living. It's not suffering, it's living. Because whether you are belonging into a group or into a specific society or to a job or whatever, if you belong to something, or if you are a part of something, if you fit in into something, you're still gonna suffer. Because maybe sometimes you will never reach the high standards that those people are pushing onto you. Let's say religion. You are never going to get into the highest level of being a priest and all that, because you're not supposed to be perfect. So whether you belong into something or not, you're still gonna suffer, all right? It's not that the moment that you snap out of whatever it is that you're doing, it's not that you're gonna suffer immediately. You're gonna be like, oh man, I'm alone, nobody likes me, man, fuck, how the fuck am I gonna start a business of image consulting? Who the fuck needs an image consultant? Whoever is going to hire me, man? Oh man, no. But it's way better, you know, if I would have listened to my family or my friends at that time, like, hey man, you know, I know that you're playing around with the idea of image consulting. I mean, I think you're full of shit. You know, why don't you get a normal job? Why don't you come with us and, you know, go to the fucking club and, you know, why don't you just relax, dude? Relax, man. You know, come on, man. Let's go get a beer and, you know, just fucking relax. Live normally. If I would have done that, I would be fucking miserable. And I have suffered. I'm sorry, somebody called me. I was saying, I've suffered a lot, like any other entrepreneur. Like any other entrepreneur, I have suffered a lot, you know, but for staying true to my path and following my own path. But on the other hand, you are still going to suffer if you try to belong into something, right? So my suggestion to you is don't allow them, these societies, these religions, these groups, anything, don't allow them to make you believe that you are not good enough, that you are not special simply because you do not belong to them. You do not belong into their group, so you are an outsider, meaning you are a piece of shit. Don't allow them to do that. The pressure, the social pressure is going to be there, but that's why you need to be confident, magnetic confidence. One of my products. You need to stay true to yourself. You need to look beyond what's physical, beyond what's mental, and what is left is your true essence. And the more you stay true to that, the more you look within, the less you start trying to get validation from the outside. The less you try to blend in or, you know, try to fit in into something. Fuck them. Fuck them very fucking hard. I mean, you don't need them. The only thing that you need is your own approval. Your own approval. The only thing that you need is your own fucking group. Yours, you know, be okay with this. Be okay with this. And the more you are okay with you, the more people are going to want to be around you. Because now you know that it's not about them. Whether they like it or not, you don't give a fuck. You're still going to do your thing. You are still going to you're going to keep moving forward. And the more people see that, the more they admire it. Now, my suggestion, because sometimes you lose yourself, don't get attached into this validation, into these, you know, fans or haters and all that. Don't get attached to that. You keep doing your thing. And when somebody comes around you and they try to belong into you, into your tribe, whatever, tell them, you don't need to belong into my tribe. You are a free human being. You are beyond a human being. You are a free fucking energy, spirit, whatever you want to call it. So go do your own thing. Live your own life. You don't need to follow me. You don't need to be my fan. You don't need to be my student and suck my dick. You don't need that, and I don't need that. What you need and what the world needs is for you to stand up for yourself and stop trying to blend in. Stop trying to fit in. Stop trying to belong into something. Belong to yourself. You don't need no one. You don't need your family. You don't need your girlfriend. You don't need your boyfriend. No one. Now, that requires a lot of responsibility, a lot of balls, and a lot of maturity. And that's why a lot of people don't want to do that, because it's easier to belong into something. It's easier to follow someone. The moment you are aware that you alone are the responsible for absolutely everything in your life, you get scared, because you're like, damn, so there's no God. And even if there is God, he doesn't give a fuck. I need to do it on my own. You get scared. And a lot of people are not ready for that. They don't want to. Even if they know that it's the truth, they don't want to follow it. They prefer to stay asleep. But it is our time, my friends. Don't belong. You don't need to. You don't need to do that. Don't be afraid of being alone, because you will never be alone. You will never be fucking alone. Especially now that we are being watched all the time. By a fucking simple movement of my finger, I can start recording, and I'm never gonna be alone. Whether it's one person that is looking at me, 2, 1,000,000, I'm never gonna be alone. So don't be afraid of being alone. Don't be afraid of being an outsider. Create your own movement, alright? You're gonna thank me. You are going to thank me, and I don't need you to thank me, but really make shit happen on your own. Don't expect anything from trying to belong into a group or something. Now, does it feel good? Yeah, it feels good, being around a group that thinks like you, that, they're positive or they whatever. But realize that you don't need that. What you need is inside of you. Become self-reliant. That's my advice. Because I saw this documentary of some, some religious bullshit, Some guys that were in, they were Jews, Hasidic Jews, and they were trying to snap out of the Hasidic lifestyle, and I was pissed. I'm like, motherfucker, why does this group exist, religions and all that? When you realize that you are free, you were born free, you are, man, you were created in the image of a God. God damn, so you have it inside of you. Why the fuck would you need the validation of someone else when you have it inside of you? You are a God. See yourself as that, man. See yourself as a fucking God. You are a fucking wonderful fucking human being, man. Why the fuck would you be like, I'm fat, I need a validation of my girlfriend. Oh, I need a validation of these. I'm not going to be able to do my videos because nobody's going to watch them. Fuck them if they don't watch them, alright? Make shit happen, man. Don't try to fit in with religion, with society, with jobs, with money, with objects. Oh, I'm gonna get a fucking supercar so then people start, loving me. Oh, I'm gonna get a fucking supermodel girlfriend so that everyone else can see that I am the shit. Fuck you guys, like why the fuck would I want that? Oh, I'm gonna start, improving my style simply because I know that I'm gonna be perceived as more beautiful and more prepared and more of an authority. Fuck that. I don't do that for outside validation. I do it because I love it. I love myself. And the people that know me, they know that even on Sundays, I wear a fucking suit. And they're like, why? Why do you do that, Pablo? They cannot understand that I'm living inside of my own world. They cannot understand that somebody actually loves wearing suits even on fucking Sunday. Because they try, in their own little minds, they're so trapped. They're thinking like slaves. They're like, oh man, no, if it's a Sunday, I need to be comfortable. Comfortable means looking like shit. So, yeah, because I want to belong, And let's say that you invite me for a beer right now, and you look at me like this, wearing a fucking suit, and you are, just wearing some cargo shorts with your fucking Crocs and a fucking plain t-shirt. You're gonna feel like shit, or you're gonna try to make me feel like shit because I'm different than you. You're gonna be like, what is wrong with you, Pablo? Why are you wearing a suit? Like, wow, what the fuck is wrong with you? The more you realize that you don't need the approval of no one, then you start living your life completely free. That you don't care I don't care if you want to dress like that. If that's you, if it's coming from your essence, if that is truly you, then okay, man, that's how you want to fucking wear. That's how you want to be on a Sunday. Okay, man, do your own shit. And then you're not gonna hate on me because I'm wearing a suit on a Sunday. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, man, if that's you, man, fuck it, Okay, let's go get a beer. You become more free. All right. Woo! All right, I'm gonna leave you with this. Become the best version of yourself, and I will see you in the next one.